We kick off with you.
Yeah, brilliant. Beth, how did it feel walking back in last night? And after the last few days, I bet you feel a little bit like you're walking on air, don't you?
Yeah, I've been smiling like a Cheshire cat since I got here. It's been, a year since I was here, so I've worked hard. I've had a lot of tough days in between that time, and yeah, I'm just super proud of myself and being able to get back into the fold and hopefully help the team at some point.
It's probably quite good that you've taken time to appreciate that and actually given yourself, I guess, a moment to appreciate being back here. Because I imagine times when you thought it might not happen, and prospect of putting on that England shirt again is probably even more special, isn't it, than the first time?
I mean, you never take it for granted, but days watching, that World Cup and not being able to go with the team and help them out, it was tough. It was a tough watch. I wanted to be there. I wanted to kick and tackle and do every ball with them. But yeah, them bad days feel so much better now that I'm here and I'm back on the pitch and I'm doing what I love doing again. And yeah, like I said earlier, I'm very proud of what I've overcome in that time.
England need a little bit of your stardust right now, don't they? I mean, how good are you feeling about your game? How confident are you can make an immediate impact back on the international stage?
Yeah, I think each game that I've been playing at the moment, I've been feeling more confident, more like myself again. I realised I've still got a left foot sometimes, so that was great. But no, I hope that I can help the team in any way, and I will still do what I've always done on and off a pitch as to the best of my ability, and hopefully I can help during the camp at some point.
Away from England, quite a significant day in the women's game today. A brave new world of Nuco kind of awaits. What does that mean to the players? What are your feelings on it? I mean, life might not change tomorrow, but 2, 3, 4 years down the line, it could look entirely different being a professional footballer in this country.
Yeah, and I think we want the game to move to a new level. We want to keep pushing it forward, and I think although the FA have done an amazing job over so many years, I think it was time to let go of them stabilisers and let somebody else take over. And I think hopefully in the long run that can help us push the game and the leagues to the next level. And ultimately that's what we want to keep doing. I think, the sky's the limit and we've got to keep pushing it there.
I reckon you are too young, but you might know there was a pretty iconic advert in 1992.
Definitely wasn't here then, no.
No, Alive and Kicking. Have you ever seen it? Because I can just imagine you and some of your fellow teammates in there recreating that as a new iconic moment in the women's game.
I'm sure some of the girls would be well up for that. Mary will be at the front of the list, I'm sure.
It's worth a look. And just finally today, in other news, sin binning for dissent. It's been trialled at grassroots. They are going to introduce it in the league. Something that you're a fan of? Have you seen it in action? Have you got any thoughts on it?
I actually didn't. I didn't know that. I've only ever known that in the game of rugby. I think there's a lot of respect in the game of rugby. I've never actually thought about that before. It's a very interesting concept. I mean, it's always great to trial it and see if it works. I guess it'll make us hopefully be more respectful on the pitch and no sin binning for anyone.
Well, you're obviously not a prime candidate, but there are probably a few of your teammates over the time that might need to just take a breath.
There could be a few, yes.
And a little bit. And a captain's only to speak to the referee. Is that something you'd encourage as well?
I don't think it's a bad thing. I think sometimes there's a lot of noise on football pitches, so it's not a bad thing.
Thanks, Gail. Go to Jay.
Beth, welcome back.
Thank you.
I know when Leah said that she knew she was going to miss out on the World Cup, that she took herself out of the England WhatsApp group and didn't try to engage too much. How much engagement did you have with the England squad whilst you had to watch from home?
I spoke to a lot of the girls. I think I would never have let go of the WhatsApp group, so they removed me, to be fair. Which is fair. I, in any way, always want to help the team, and I think sometimes an outside perspective can help, sometimes it can't, but being in and around, the squad for the Euros and knowing how things work, I think it was nice to speak to some of the girls and them to kind of speak to me about things, and then I can speak back, and I like to think whatever I said helped, but yeah, I was super proud of the girls throughout the tournament, and I'm very proud to be watching them. Just, wish I could have been there.
Did they tell you they were going to take you out of the group, or was it just a brutal culling?
Brutal it was David, actually. No, I'm joking. No, just how it is, wasn't there? Obviously, it's about the squad, and I, in any way, like I said, would have helped if I could have done.
Playing at Wembley on Friday, these games at Wembley are now becoming a more regular thing, but still not every game there. What does it mean to the players to be stepping out at that stadium every time you get the chance to do it?
I mean, we love playing there. You know, the fans have been incredible every time we've played there. You know, it's the home of England. It's where you want to be playing every game. So what a better place to do it at Wembley in front of a big crowd again. I know there's 75,000 tickets sold, and hopefully we can keep pushing it and getting plenty of people there and try and sell out again. But yeah, I know the girls, we love playing there as a team, and it's always a proud moment for us to walk out there.
The last 2 times you've played at Wembley, trophies have been up for grabs. Arguably, is qualifying for the Olympics up there? Does it feel like almost a trophy is on the line this time?
I mean, yeah, it's an important prospect, and it's a big game. And again, what we can control, we will. Ultimately, we have to win the next 2 games to give ourselves a chance to try and go to that Olympics. But as cliche as it is, it's one game at a time, and we've got to focus on the game against the Netherlands this Friday and hopefully get the win.
In terms of the Dutch, a team England knows well, how well matched are these 2 sides at the moment?
I mean, I think they're both very clever footballing teams. I think, you know, it's going to be a very good game, especially for the neutral watching. But I think every game we play against them is always exciting. There's normally quite a few goals, so hopefully more on our end. But yeah, it's going to be a great game, and I'm excited to hopefully be a part of it.
And final one from me today, Mary Earps was named BBC Women's Footballer of the Year. I think she's probably running out of shelf space, the amount of trophies she's collecting at the moment, but it's something a lot of players have been asked over the last year, but just how good is she on the pitch, and how great is she to have in the dressing room off the pitch as well?
Yeah, Mary's an incredible footballer and human being, and I ran up to her this morning, you know, I said I'd dusted that trophy down for her to give her it and hand it over, and I wasn't best happy about handing that one over. It's quite a nice trophy, to be fair, but it's everything that she deserves. You know, she's been a leader on and off the pitch. She's, you know, smashed the game for goalkeepers and smashed it to a new level. And yeah, it's the least that Mary deserves. So yeah, I'm super proud that she got awarded with that today.
Thanks, Beth.
Thanks, Joe. Go to Tom.
So, hi, Beth. Nice to see you, and great to see you back. Can I just ask you about the Olympics, which is obviously what's on the line at the moment? For you personally, you've spoken before about how gutted you were to miss out on Tokyo. So, I was wondering how much of an extra drive you've got for this one. If a team can get there, and if you can get there, what would that mean to you? I
mean, yeah, I was devastated not to go to the last one. Just fell short, and an Olympics is an Olympics. It's another tournament you want to be playing in, and I think as a team, myself, I've got a lot of motivation just to be on a football pitch at the moment and try and do what I can do. But I know the girls are desperate to, you know, qualify for it, and we are more hungry than ever. You know, we're not in the perfect position, but still we stand a very good chance of being able to do so, and we've got to play a good game to get there. But yeah, ultimately, an Olympics is a pretty amazing tournament you want to go to.
Sure, yeah. And just going back to the summer, I'm wondering how was there a moment during the World Cup that was particularly more difficult? Was there a hardest moment to watch on from afar?
I think the final was a pretty tough watch. I think, you know, throughout the tournament, me and Leah were sat and watched the games. You know, we were still very emotionally and physically connected, watching every game. Penalties are not my favourite thing to watch either. I don't think they are anyone's, but yeah, I felt for the girls after the game. I was devastated for them when obviously we fell short in the final, and I know how that feels to fall just short in a competition such as the World Cup, you know, being in the semi-finals in 2019. So I knew how much, you know, getting that little bit extra, that bit further and just falling short, how hard it was and how much they've put into trying to get to that moment again. And yeah, it was difficult. I know that me and Leah sat and we struggled because, again, we just want to help the team do the best that they can do, and we got that taken away from us from not a nice injury. So yeah, it was a tough watch, but again, I was still so proud and very proud to be English and watching them in that tournament.
Thank you, Beth. Good luck.
Thanks, Tom. We'll just go to Rachel in front of you. Thanks.
Hi, Beth. I asked you at the weekend about your teammates' reaction to your goal and how special that was. What was your Lionesses teammates' reaction to you coming in yesterday?
I think they were surprised that I hit it with my left foot so well. They're all so nice. No, the girls have been amazing. It was so nice to come in. I think they were just happy to see my face. The goal was obviously just a nice added bonus just before camp, but yeah, it's just been so nice to just be around the team and see everyone again. And yeah, they were happy to see me, so that's always nice to know.
And there's obviously a lot of special memories attached to playing at Wembley that you've had so far. Should you come on the pitch on Friday night, will that just be another very special memory to add to the collection?
Very much so. Yeah, I think last time I got a chance to play there, yeah, my mum was still here, so that was difficult for me to think about sometimes, but it also makes me very proud to try and make her proud as well. So fingers crossed I can get on the pitch and make her proud again.
No doubt. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Susie.
Hey Beth, you talked a little bit about how much of an emotional rollercoaster the last year has been. How are you controlling the emotions of like each milestone you're going through at the moment, of getting back on the pitch, setting up Rousseau's goal, then starting your first game for Arsenal, scoring your first goal back for Arsenal, now going out and putting on a shirt for England again potentially? Like, how do you manage the emotions of all of those different moments?
I'd not make eye contact with anyone because Leah Williamson was not happy with me on my first game back. But I think if I'd have made eye contact with any of them people who have, lived and breathed everything that I've been through in this past year, that made me emotional. So yeah, I'm so excited to be on a football pitch. I literally feel like a young kid again, and it's my motivation. That was throughout my full rehab, to just get on the pitch and enjoy doing what I do again. And I think ultimately I just feel very lucky that I've been able to get the chance to do that again, and I focus my energy into doing that and doing the right things when I get on there.
Pretty special that your first game back is against Viv as well. I mean, that must be
Viv?
both
Who's that?
exciting and but nice as well.
Yeah, I think it's a nice moment for both of us. I think it's, again, and we keep saying it's a hard journey, who does their ACLs at the same time. But we've seen the good and bad days from each other. We've been there to get each other to this point, so it's really nice that we can both hopefully get the chance to get on the pitch at the same time at some point.
Awesome, thank you.
Thank you.
Susie, we'll take two more. One from Jamie, and then we'll go to Molly.
Hi, Beth. Has Serena spoken to you about what role you're expecting to have over the next week, the next couple of games?
Not as of yet. I think it's been a bit busy since coming in. Just got into the rhythm of training again and stuff today. I'm sure we'll have conversations throughout the week, and I'm very happy to take up whatever role that Serena would like to give me. And the competition among wide forwards, wingers, was so strong in the summer. It's even stronger now you're back. How does that excite you about the options that England have? I mean, it's amazing the amount of talented players that we have in the squad, and I think the competition is, it's very high at the moment. I think that's very good for all of us. We're pushing each other. I want to try and play again, and so does every other player. So I think if ultimately we're competing for very few positions, but it's only making us better. And I think training today was probably coming straight into it. You can see straight away how much each person wants each to do well, but also you also want to be on that pitch representing England. So it can only make us better as a team and keep pushing us forward. So fingers crossed we can keep competing and keep pushing each other.
Thanks, Jamie. We'll go to Molly at the front. Thank you.
Hey Beth, great to see you back.
Thank you.
Kind of building on what Susie was saying about that, like almost emotional resilience that you've developed over this period. I guess how much does that bring to you, both as a person and as a player? Now you're back in this environment, because I guess all of those things that you've been through kind of change you in a way.
Yeah, I think if growing up, I think a lot of my family members said I was quite a cafe-hearted person, and I would say I was mentally quite weak growing up. I think nothing in life is ideal, but I'd like to think the things I've dealt with have made me a stronger and better person, and whether that be as a teammate, as a partner, as a sister, as a new dog mum. But yeah, I'm proud of my journey, and I'm very proud and happy to have had the support around me that I've had during this time, and I feel very lucky and blessed to have had that. And I think I've underestimated how amazing people have got me through that time, not just me, so it's credit to them people around me too.
Thank you.
Thanks so much, Beth.
Thank you.